What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so before I go forward, I want to shout a subscriber out because I forgot to do it a couple of days ago. Shout out to the brother Wardell Johnson for the $10 donation via the PayPal. And I meant to shout him out when I was doing my videos on Karen Lacey, who, of course, we now know was innocent due to the hard work and diligence of his representative or lawyer who want to clear his name. Although, unfortunately, because of the social media bullying, because of the unfair charges and the pressures put against him, and the fact that he felt like his dream of being an NFL football player was being taken away from him. And probably because, I'm going to be honest with you, people around him probably, turned their backs on him. Unfortunately, he unalived himself. So it's a terribly sad situation. And unfortunately and sadly, too often, these types of things have occurred in history. But they don't want us talking about it. But anyway, on to some soft news, which is what YouTube wants people like me talking about. Today we'll find out whether LeBron James will be announcing his retirement, either effective immediately or if he will retire, as I think he's going to announce he's going to retire after this season. There's also a possibility that he could be trolling us because as some have put it, he could be about to announce or just reveal some Amazon Prime bullshit. If that's the case, then you can't really help to understand why people hate this dude. Okay? But anyway, this video is about something that Quinton Richardson said. Now, Quinton Richardson is a former NBA player, played, I think, in the late 90s, throughout the 2000s. And today I saw a clip on ESPN where he referred to LeBron James as a player that had no blemishes on his record.
The end of this season or the end of next season, what's that going to feel like for the world of the NBA, Q?
I think he'll get more appreciation for what he was able to do and who he was while he was out there, and the fact that that he took it to the max. He did everything he could do to squeeze all of the juice out of the orange, which was the basketball for them. And I think no matter what people, obviously he's always a hot topic and gold and all of that stuff. Like, regardless of what you feel about him, you got to respect the way he's going about it, the way he's taking care of his body, the longevity he's been able to have, and the other thing, to be in that spotlight and to be on a couple of magazines since 8th grade, freshman year, or whatever, and to be basking to that spotlight and that microscope, for him to be having, like you said, the decision is like the one flaw. Like, come on now, me and Channing played in the league. We had careers nowhere near the stratosphere of who he was, but even us, we know, like, yo, you didn't got no blemishes on the record, boy. You did your thing. Now you stayed out the way. I don't understand exactly how you did it. It's some G14 classified things going on, but like, hey, I gotta tip the hat on that. You're flawless in that category. So you gotta respect, the time he's been around and what he's been able to do, and the professionalism, the off the court and on the court, and keeping all of that intact. Like, that's been unbelievable.
Although I ain't did it, he might have been cheating, using steroids, but, he didn't tip my hat to him. I just never seen the picking and choosing when it comes to media about who they want to demonize for taking steroids, cheating the game, and who they just give automatic passes to. Barry Bonds, pariah. Roger Clemens, pariah. Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, pariahs. David Ortiz, Hall of Famer. All the other people I just mentioned, those four guys, all had problems with the media, especially Bonds. right? And Clement. McGuire had his problems with the media too, up until he became the darling. When he started getting a little bit better, when he was going toward the end of his career, especially with St. Louis. But he had his problems with the media too. But David Ortiz, they loved him. They loved him. The media didn't particularly care for Pete Rose either. I'm just saying it's a pattern. It's a pattern there. But getting to the point, he's talking about LeBron has no flaws except for the decision. He quit on his team. LeBron quit on his Cavaliers team. He quit on them. The Boston Celtics made him say no mas, and he quit on the city. He quit on the fans. He did that bogus the decision bullshit. He became the most hated player in the NBA. Cavalier fans was burning his jerseys. And the next season, especially the first half of the season, everywhere he played except for Miami, they booed his ass. Then he quit on his Miami Heat teammates because he didn't want to deal with the discipline of Pat Riley. The rigidity of having to actually be a teammate instead of being a pampered, spoiled prince / wannabe king. Then he goes back to Cleveland, tells his teammates at the very last minute via text message that he's deuces, then runs to Cleveland, even though that's Kyrie's team. Kyrie didn't ask him to come there. He takes over that team, wins a fraudulent championship with the league help. And despite going to the NBA Finals all those years in the weakest Eastern Conference in 70 years or 60 years, I mean, what competition did the Cavaliers have in the East at that time? After 2013. From 2013, because he was already on the super team Miami, what competition did they have in the East from 2012, 2013 to 2018, 19 when he left? None. Paul George and the Pacers, Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, they had no help. I mean, they had no competition. None. And he still has a losing finals record. And that's the biggest flaw, the 4-6 finals record. You're not going to pull this bullshit with me because this is what irritates me. Motherfuckers will say, Will only got one championship, which I saw an article say, which is not true. Will has 2 championships. See, these people don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. You got people getting paid to talk basketball, but they don't even know common history. How the fuck you don't know Will has 2 championships? But anyway, they'll say Will is 2-4 in the finals. But LeBron James is 4-6. So what's the difference? They're both losing finals records. And at the very least, Will Chamberlain has the excuse of, I was playing against super teams the whole time. I'm playing against a Bill Russell super team with multiple Hall of Famers, Bill Russell, Tom Heinsohn, Bailey Howell later on, right? Early on, you had goddamn Bill Sharman, you had Bob Cousy, you had Sam Jones on the team. These are all John Havlicek. These are all Hall of Famers. Then you could argue with the New York Knicks, it was upgraded. The starting lineup was nothing but Hall of Famers. When they was playing the Knicks in the 60s, late 60s, early 70s. Willis Reed, Hall of Famer. Dave DeBusschere, Hall of Famer. Walt Clyde Frazier, Hall of Famer. Earl of Pearl Monroe, Hall of Famer. Bill Bradley, Hall of Famer. Then later on, they added, what's it called, off the bench? Jerry Lucas, Hall of Famer. Forgot to mention Dick Barnett, Hall of Famer. But they'll say Wilt played against nobody in a watered down league. They don't know what they're talking about. I've been seeing people say stuff, bro, and they don't even know. It's like, I hate to say it, I don't want to sound arrogant, but it sounds like, God, man, do these people even know? Why are you even talking? Look, if you know basketball X's and O's, that's one thing. A lot of people know X's and O's. But stop talking in a historic term if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Please, just stop doing it. Just say, I'm going to talk about from 2000 on up. Stop talking about all time and if you don't know what you're talking about. I know I'm rambling a little bit, but don't penalize Wilt for having a losing finals record, but you don't do the same thing for LeBron. If you're talking about his game, that is flawed. He's not the best shooter. He don't have the best handles. He's not really great at any one particular facet of the game. He's all-time leader in turnovers. He's all-time leader in missed shots. He's the only player in NBA history who supposedly is passed first, but has taken 30,000 career shots and counting. But yeah, he's flawless. Out of here.